This museum in Exeter, England, and the buckskin shirt and leggings on display inside are a long way from the Alberta foothills where they were once worn by Chief Crowfoot, a hero of the Blackfoot Nation.
Those items that never were intended to be in museums, they were intended to be part of the way of living.
After COVID and other bureaucratic delays, the regalia and artifacts were finally returned to Crowfoot's descendants during an inspiring ceremony. His great-great-great-great-grandson came to receive them.
Were they sold? Were they stole? Were they given as gifts? And it was probably all of those things. I think it's irrelevant how it got over here, because at this point it's like, how do we get these items back home?
This moment has been over 118 years in the making, from the time the museum here in Exeter acquired Chief Crowfoot's items until returning them to the Blackfoot. Crowfoot was a chief with influence across North America during the time he lived. Most famously, he signed Treaty 7, which he hoped would provide an economic future for the Blackfoot people.
Chief Crowfoot was one of our great leaders that led the people to survival, I guess.
It was commonplace for Western museums to simply take regalia and artifacts without much concern for who their rightful owners might be. So the Blackfoot are visiting other British museums and discovering more items they'd like returned.
It gives me chills to think that Canadians will be able to get educated the proper way and evidence and see that was a true history of our people.
Until I saw it with its rightful owners today, you don't really understand the significance.
The Exeter Museum may be losing exhibits, but its director says it's building an important new relationship with the Blackfoot. Chris Brown, CBC News in Exeter, England.